Okay, I'm back with part 2, and I finished up with this one a while ago. And this one here is a memory of my dear sweet friend in Australia. And she sent me some beautiful things to use, and I have now put it to use. And y'all know Chrissy, and she is so sweet and so wonderful, and she's that, I'm trying to think what her YouTube name is. I know she says something about the attic. My mind is, I should have wrote all that down before I came in here. I don't know why I did not write it down. Anyway, she loves that tattered look, and so do I, but this book was not a book I did a lot of tattering in, but I did a lot of embellishing with things that are kind of, I guess you'd say, the tattered look. But anyway, I just thought all that stuff she sent me was so special in that card, and I was so happy over it. Let's see if I'm getting in frame with this real good. And this right back here was another one of those cards, and I tucked it back behind that beautiful it's a net or tulle, and in it is one of those, she's a person that I can definitely sing for, and I added this little flower to this, and that was on the front of that card that she sent me that I still have sitting on my desk. I have it so pretty to look at, to help inspire me. And this was something that we used, and I stained these up, and they were Tussie Mussies, and I just pushed them down, and I'm using them now. We used them in a wedding one time, and now I'm using them to embellish in my journal. This was another one of those pockets that I made, and I thought this turned out so pretty. I'm really happy I kind of did that pocket like that and folded that back and made it sort of like a shirt pocket. So, and then I added this beautiful pink tulle, and also this little flower here was given to me by Gail, Father of Four, and she had it on top of something I won from her, so I stuck that in here, and to have memory of her, because I thought that was such a pretty flower one time, and I've just enjoyed looking at it, so I decided to put it in this book so I have memory of her. And then look at this, and this is one of those pages, and let's see, I wanted to show the other one. This one was no, it wasn't that one. Let's see, this one right here. I should have pulled these things out. Did that stamping, I mean not stamping, but stenciling on this one, and this is the one that I did with watercolor, and I think the stenciling I did with the stains that I have. But didn't that turn out so pretty? And I said a while ago that I just love these cards. These are so special. And anyway, let's go back over here to where I was at. Okay. And this one here was another memory that was so special. I've had a lot of good memories, and I couldn't tuck them all in this book. I'll maybe tuck them in some other place, of people I've met on YouTube. Happy memories and friendship. And I got a private message one time from, my goodness, why did her name, she just tickles me when she said, I can't ever remember anything. Now my mind went, Rita Craft Shack, I believe is how, I really don't know how she calls her YouTube, but anyway, I'm gonna see if it's on this little note. Nope, but it just, she's got Rita on there. But anyway, she's got it. Isn't this the cutest thing how she did this? And she is so talented. She wanted to do, we just did individual journal pages, and she was making one, and I showed that one time on a video what I sent to her, and I think I've showed this before. But she is just so perfect. Look at this staining and such with this coffee and everything. Isn't this so pretty? Oh my goodness, she is so talented. She's so talented. I just love her work, and she does such beautiful sewing. Oh, I tried to sew on this one. I'm not sure I did a real good job. I could never, my machine was sewing fine. It was just me not knowing. I have a new machine. I don't know if I knew how to push the buttons right. But anyway, I was trying to do some pretty work in here, and I did mostly zigzag and straight stitching. Could never get it to do like I wanted to. But I thought this was darling when she sent this little bitty tiny envelope, and it's got a little tag in it. Isn't that the cutest thing? I love love anything tiny. And then this is a little, she just set this up so you could just do all kinds of journaling on this. I'm telling you, this, if you don't know Rita, you need to know her. She is so sweet. She's with Junk Journal that on Facebook. And, you know, all those people. Oh, my goodness. I love watching all those videos and getting ideas and such. But anyway, this says, dear to my heart, you'll always be friends forever, you and me. And then this is a little thing that she always stamps on all of her journals. And she's got it also stamped so you can write on the back. And I was so happy. But this right here was one of the pages. I wanted it to match her, you know, there was her deal. Rita. Oh, I'm not showing that very good. And I think she might have changed her YouTube name since then. But it's similar to that. Anyway, there's a beautiful stitching there. Look at that. Goodness, goodness, goodness. Well, anyway, this is a page that I did, too, with the watercolor. And the watercolor makes it feel like it. Once it's done, it kind of feels like it's baked. I'm really happy over the watercoloring. It stains up real pretty. There's a little tiny applique that I cut off of something. And then just little pieces of scrap, nothing, you know, where you tear things up and you can't throw it away. There's just a little string. Do y'all have those problems? Little tiny snippets, I call them. This right here is just a little piece of scrapbook paper that I just thought was so pretty. And this page here I stained up with all kinds of different things and sprayed it with gold sprays. And this page, this right here, was actually from a bank up in, I think it was the Bank of San Francisco, and I think it was from Oregon that I got I got a whole bunch of stuff. Yeah, it says Oregon. Anyway, I got a whole bunch of stuff one time in a, you know, I can't think of what they call those kind of papers, but I just call them antique papers or vintage papers. But anyway, this is marked 1917, so it's quite old, but I love the color of this. I just wish I now had bought more, because this lady was selling, it's gone now, but she was selling just sacks, little plastic sacks full of that, and I should have bought more of them, but I still have some, so I'm not without, and I can use them more and more. And but anyway, I just thought that page turned out real pretty. And then again, Jane, and her YouTube name just came back to me, Alter Junkie. It came to me suddenly. Oh, thank you. Anyway, I loved how this page turned out. Look at how I stained all that up. I just have a lot of fun when I do anything like that. And this is a memory too, because when my she's now 2, but I have a little great-granddaughter was born, and her aunt and her mama, before she was born, came to my house, and they loved to craft with me, and well, all my granddaughters do really, but anyway, this one here, we made some headbands, and they left this one, and so I used it as a tuck. And I like this because it says, how your films will last forever on YouTube. The champion address of the internet. And Jane had sent me a bunch of these I don't know where she got them, but these are so cute. She may have just printed them off, and I just thought they were so cute, and I had to put that in there because YouTube has become just a little place that I store some of my memories for my children, and I call it for later, too. And anyway, these are some tags. I take these tags, and when I do a lot of other staining, and I've got that, you know, that, thing that we paint and do on that's kind of, I can't even think what that's called either, but it's on our scrapbook table. And I just always take these and just rub them in whatever's left over. So I get some real pretty tags sometime because of that. And so these will be fun to add to or do something. Here's another one of those pockets. Look at that real pretty little trim. Isn't that darling? And I stained that with that Ritz dye. I like doing Ritz dye too. There's a little piece of seam binding, and this page here is the last. And I made this flower, quite a few, it was 4th of July. I made a bunch of red, white, and blue flowers up, but I didn't like the white, so I just added some stain to it, and then I cut a piece of lace and just chipped it and made it tattered look, and added some cheesecloth behind it, and this is an old vintage button, and I just think that turned out cute, and don't ask me why I put it in here, but all of a sudden it just fit. And this is another one of those tags that, you know, I told you how I just take them, and then of course I went around this one with some more stain, and there's a little belly band, and I just love how this paper, I bought this paper at the General Dollar Store. It's just that kind that the first graders used to write with. Now, I don't know if they even use paper anymore. They probably just use computers. And here, again, is this journaling card that I bought a bunch of those up, and so that one just worked perfect. And I love this scrapbook paper. Isn't that so pretty? Added this little bow that came off of something. I'm sure it's very vintage because it was probably on one of those little packages you get long years ago, and I found it in my stuff, and I went, that's going to be just cute right there. And that's the end, y'all. Lush, lush, lush. Isn't that pretty? I had fun with this journal. I hope y'all got to watch both the first part and the second part. I had fun with it. Y'all stay extra safe in Jesus, and I'll be back to show some more things that I have done recently, some snippets, and I want to show some angels. I have came across some that I made a long time ago with some handkerchiefs, and some old vintage handkerchiefs, and I came across one, so I'm going to show it. Oh, by the way, if y'all notice this picture in the background, isn't that the neatest thing? That's an old calendar, and my sister gave me a bunch of things, a box full of treasures, and I told her that that picture was in it, and she said, oh my God, I want it back. And she's, it was so funny because she and I share a lot of things. And she said, I got rid of some, she moved and she got rid of a lot of, she's an older sister, she got rid of a lot of stuff. And I laughed at that because I said to myself, no, you just have to come spend the night in my bedroom so you can see it. She just got the biggest laugh. She was just teasing with me. But anyway, we have a lot of fun together, and she and I used to love to go to the resale shops. All right, y'all stay extra safe in Jesus, and I'll be back. Bye-bye.